sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in. Then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. That's right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Lockbox, presented to you by the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, right here in beautiful Arizona, where there is no winter. It's just spring and summer. All right, today's episode is Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. We all know the classic Otis Redding song, kick back, hang out, we're just chilling out. But let me tell you, there are so many of you that are waiting for the right time to buy, and the time is now. So let me be clear. If you think prices are going to drop in Arizona, you are probably wrong. In fact, I personally think you're probably 99% wrong. So today we are going to talk about jumping in the water. It's warm, it's relaxing, it's inviting, and it is time for you to make a move in Arizona real estate. Unless, of course, you want to just stay where you're at and, miss out on one of the best ways to become independently wealthy. So first of all, welcome. I'm Jason Grandin, your host. Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. We are serving Maricopa County, which is Scottsdale, Perrys Valley, Chandler, Gilbert, Peoria, Glendale. Plus, we have an office in Payson now, Flagstaff, Prescott Valley, Sedona, Camp Verde, and business is great. Let me tell you something. I'm in the Phoenix market here, and my sister's handling our northern division, but I have to tell you, we have not. I've got a bird outside the window right now. It's kind of funny. So I'm sitting out here in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are looking at temperatures that are like in the high 70s and 80s, and it's been like this all through February. It's absolutely crazy. So bring your t-shirts, your sweat shorts, and get out here. Hiking is nuts. Restaurants are packed. The event season out here is just absolutely amazing. There is so much stuff going on, it's not even funny. Now, you drive an hour north up to Flagstaff. Again, Prescott, absolutely beautiful up there. It's packed. Flagstaff, you've got your skiers, but as soon as you get off the mountain, there's not that much snow. It's like springtime. So this year it's like year-round spring until we get till, well, it'll probably start getting pretty hot maybe in June or July. But anyways, okay, so we've had a lot of inquiries on real estate, a ton, and there's a lot to get to. And so I don't want to single out certain things like mobile homes and condos and stuff like that. So today I just kind of want to touch base with you and let you know where things are at. So regardless of what you hear on the news, the media, and everything else, the market is hot. There is no doubt about it. If your purchase is under $400,000, there are multiple buyers. It's multiple buyer situations that we're running into. It's a great market. Over the $400,000 mark, if it's marketed right, it sells. We've got people looking. It's crazy. It is amazing how many people are coming here. And you know what? They're not all cash buyers. They're not all, those people are coming from California with cash. It's not the case. I've got people coming from Portland, Kansas, Kentucky. And then we have some here just moving from other parts of Arizona, like Wickenburg to Phoenix or Fountain Hills or Mesa. So the amount of growth that's going on here makes this a top-notch place to live. And so I am telling you, all right, with 100% confidence that if you are in the real estate market or you're thinking about getting into it, now is the time to do it. Be careful about buying rental homes. That's a different conversation. We talked about it a couple episodes ago, and I can discuss that with you. If you're going to buy a rental home, there's certain ways to do it. You're not going to go spend $1 million and then rent the house out for $3,000 a month. That doesn't make sense. But the rental market is still good. But if you're going to get in the real estate market, if you're looking to move, yes, interest rates are still a little higher than we want them. They're, I think, above 6.5. But when they go down, that's when you're going to start making money. So do not wait. Get in the water now. Hey, even if you team up with a family member, great time to do it and stuff. Um, Plus, the new home builds, they're cutting some pretty good deals on the inventory they have left because they're all starting to build again. You're seeing a lot of lots that are getting scraped with big subdivisions getting ready to go in. Right here in Cave Creek and Scottsdale, there's a ton. Right there at Pinnacle Peak and Cave Creek, they're building 600 and some homes. They just tore up the ground. Right up the road from that, less than 2 miles, they've got another Taylor Morrison subdivision going in, and there's going to be a few hundred homes there. And so these are brand new builds. These are the people that are telling you, hey, we know where the market's going. Other thing, too, we discussed this in earlier episodes, and we're going to touch back on it again. When you see Walmarts, Home Depots, Lowe's, IKEAs, any of those big box type stores going in somewhere, Whole Foods, you've got to know that that area, they are planning on a population boom. Those places spend thousands, if not millions of dollars to get surveys done about what's going in, what's going to be around the area. They know. So even as if you have no idea what you're doing in real estate, if you just follow those, you're going to be just fine. You're going to make money in real estate, people. It's so get in and get it moving. It's time to get in there and do it. Now, for those of you selling your homes, okay, different ball game, but it's still a good time to sell. If you have a low interest rate, first of all, of course not. Why would you sell unless you absolutely have to? Hang on to that low interest rate, and I'm talking like 3.5 or under. You probably want to hang on to it. I cannot legitimately tell you to sell it unless you absolutely have to because of a job change. In that case, we'll explore renting it out before selling it. But hang on to it because that's going to be a moneymaker for you. For those of you above the 3.5% that want to sell and move into something else, it's fine. The market's good. There's not a lot on the market because there's not a lot of good stuff out there. So if you have one of those houses with lower interest rate and you're like, I got to sell this, you're probably going to get a pretty good dime for it right now. And people are out there buying. People want houses that are done. They don't have to go in and, repaint and do carpet and new fans. They want something that's done. Which brings me to tell you about this one house we have in Carefree. Beautiful house. This thing is 6,045 square feet. 5-bedroom, 5-bath. We're selling it furnished. We had it at about 2.3 million. Interest rates are high, so it's been slow. So now we're below the 2 million mark, and we're getting a lot of hits. Hopefully this is the weekend they'll sell. But something like this place is decked out. The owners have done everything to it. So this is a place you could walk into and be like, oh, I don't need to do anything. And I know the $2 million mark, but it's the same thing at a $500,000 house. In fact, a couple of new builds have homes that are brand spanking new, and they've already got ceiling fans, washer, dryer, fridge, and blinds. All you need to do is some landscaping. So listen, it's out there. Pick up the phone, give the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team, a call, and we'll talk through it. There are so many different scenarios that have different outcomes, but the bottom line, this is one thing that stays true on everything. It's a great time to buy a house right now. It's also a good time to sell if you need to. If you need to buy something else or you're just sick with what you have and you want to upgrade, it's a good time to do it. I would highly recommend it. Remember, I do not recommend it if you have a very low interest rate. And let's just say 3.5, maybe 4 or under, 3.5 or under. Hang on to that house because I don't think we're going to see those rates again in a very, very long time. Not sure even in our lifetime. But with that said, Arizona market is great. I kind of feel like we're a little bubble compared to the rest of the country because we are secluded. We got tons of building going on, got tons of businesses. We're a business-friendly state, even with some of the people we have in office. Schools are getting better, and there's just a lot of positive things happening. So, and that brings to another point here. If you move to Arizona, if you live in Arizona, get involved. Pick something you're passionate about and get involved. We need voices in every different sector. So obviously, my sister and I, we have a pretty big voice in the real estate industry. And so we're always, sending our opinions to the lobbyists and reaching out to the different boards and stuff for our opinions to make things easier for the customers and stuff. And we're very, very customer related, customer relationship related, because this is a huge decision. And this is a life decision. So this is not, I'm just going to buy a house and so be it. This is a huge decision for you and your family. The Grandin Group understands that, so we make sure that is in your best interest. The other thing, there's a lot of stuff going on up north. We got Camp Verde, which is growing by leaps and bounds. Prescott and Prescott Valley area in Sedona, we have seen the numbers. I don't want to say doubled because that's not the case, but they have gone up over the past year. I would venture to say they've gone up easily 25-30% in a lot of them because it is crazy. It is absolutely nuts how fast the stuff moves and the amount of people moving in. In fact, I do get a lot of emails, people looking for rentals. They can't find rentals because can't find anything under, $1,800 a month. Can't find anything for your horses or that allows dogs and stuff like that. So the tide is changing, folks. If you're thinking about becoming independently wealthy, this is your time to start. Get into real estate. Reach out to the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Let us introduce you to some lenders. If you're not qualified, if you're not paying cash, they will get you on a roadmap to be able to buy. Do not miss the boat. Don't let 2025 come by and you're like, oh, I should have bought a house. I got the credit for it. There's programs out there, and I'm telling you, you're gonna do very well in real estate. Do not miss this boat. Okay. I know 2 weeks ago we did 2 episodes in a row. This week I have so many notes, so there's going to be a lot of podcasts coming up. So I do appreciate you guys listening to the Arizona Real Estate Showcase, which is now called the Lockbox, presented by the Grandin Group. Also, go to our YouTube page. I think it's the Grandin Group. And we're going to start doing videos on a weekly basis, maybe a couple times a week, just little tips. Maybe like this week, how to clean your garage. My garage has been a mess, so my mother-in-law, of all people, actually was over one night watching our son, and I get home, and I'm like, what the heck happened to our garage? She got some big crates, put skateboards in them, balls in another, put the dog food off to the side. I could fit 2 cars in my garage, and I was like, wow. So we're going to do some YouTube video stuff like that. And then, as I promised, I've been telling you all on all the other episodes, we are going to bring this show live. So as soon as I get my office cleaned up, quite honestly, we'll rearrange the desk. This thing will be on video or podcast, however you want to do it. It'll be great. So listen, Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. Reach out to us. We're here to help you. We are serving the entire state. We've got great team members, customer service oriented. We want to make sure that we help make you wealthy, and it's exciting to see this. It is really exciting to run into customers from 5-10 years ago and like, hey, I can't believe you sold me that house for $200,000 and now we want you to sell it for $800,000. It's fantastic. So anyways, we do appreciate it. For all our listeners around the country, I thank you for making this a top real estate related podcast. And hey, go to our Instagram, our Facebook, our YouTube page, whatever, ask questions. You can even, my number's down here in the description. Text me questions, and we're going to answer them on the next episode. Okay, you guys have a great time while sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Get into the real estate market. I'm Jason Grandin with the Grandin Group, Arizona's #1 brother and sister real estate team. We'll see you next time. Thank you.